on guys, it's Tharshey and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we have an 8-player FFA on Strategists in Ruse, so hope you guys do enjoy this video, and if you do, please do drop a like, comment and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn on those post notifications. Also click that join button down below if you do want to become a channel member. Anyway, let's get straight into it. So as you can see, there's 5 human players and 3 AI. There just wasn't enough people online at the time on my server, so we just decided to add 3 AI as this was a fully private match, aka everyone was in a Discord call with one another. We were all talking and chatting throughout the match. So over here we have myself playing Japan, we have my friend the Lost Pharaoh playing Russia, we have Pomot playing Germany, we have Spiffiest Marcos and Korean Bugger over there playing America, and then we have the 3 turtle hards which we set to France. And let's start this match off. So my plan, I'm pretty sure early on, was I just wanted to rush both the AI and grab their bases just so I had the space to expand and stuff. And Korean, well, he's building up over here. Marcus is kind of in a lousy position because he's trapped between Korean Burger and Pomot, which means for him to expand, he has to either invade one of the islands and fight them, or he has to expand outwards and, you know, just try and have defenses on both these flanks, though he does have 2 human players who could betray him at any time. But yeah, anyway, for me, as you can see, I'm going with the early airfield and paratroopers. I think I went 3 depots, or did I only go 2 depots? I got 2 depots. Okay, I only went 2 depots to start off with. I went airfield and I went with 2 Key 57 air transports. So I'm going to try paradrop the AI before it gets anything out. I do have some, I got some zeros as well. That's why I decided not to go for the extra depot, just so I could afford both those paras as well as a 0 or 2. Because when you're playing against Turtle Hard AI, especially French, they're just going to spam up Maginot bunkers and fortified positions and stuff, and it's going to be really hard to take on later on. So that is something we have to worry about. Korean Bulgar early on, he went full depots, I think. He went 3 depots. He's got a truck over here. Not sure what he's building. Marcus, he's gone with 3 depots as well. I assume a secondary up front. He does have an early barracks and he's getting some of these recon everywhere. Pomot, 3 depots as well. No, 4 depots. No, never mind, that's a turtle hard. Okay, so 3 depots and he's building something there, either a bunker or something against the turtle hard. The Lost Pharaoh, he's gone with 3 depots. He built, he builds a secondary like literally inches away from his HQ, not sure why. He also got an anti-tank base over there and he's getting some AT to the sides. For me, yep, I went and I captured the armor base of the AI and I managed to get a Chiha out. But okay, my zeros are coming in now. They're going to be sniping the trucks, trying to make sure the French AI can't get anything else that is too hard for me to deal without. They do have one south, no, S35, okay. For a moment I thought of South 40, but then, yeah, I should have realized. They are making a barracks though, so they do want to recap their armor base. As for me, what am I doing now? I should probably be grabbing this 3rd depot soon, because I am at an economic disadvantage. Since I went with only 2 instead of 3 depots, everybody else on the map has won 3 depots, and you know, I'm spending money on actually fighting an early fight. Right, Korean at the moment, he's had no issues fighting anyone, so he's just building up. I do believe Korean, Marcus, and Pomot all agreed to have a at least a non-aggression pact, if not an alliance. Though I'm not sure how early it was when they decided to have an alliance, and how early it was when they agreed to a non-aggression pact. I think they agreed to a non-aggression pact right at the start though, because as you can see, Marcus is literally not bothering with defending his sides. He's just went with these 3 starting depots, he's got a secondary up front, and now he's grabbing the depots over here at, in front of his HQ, as well as the mid depot soon enough. Myself, yeah, I'm just still sending zeros over trying to snipe trucks that the AI is trying to get out. So yeah, and that's going to definitely be a bunker, so I need to get rid of that soon. No, they got the bunker down. Okay, that's not good. And they do have some FFL, so French Foreign Legion, and they're going to be capping their armor base back. Yeah, okay, so far my attack is not going well at all. I've only lost money. Like, I have 2 depots only. I don't have the 3 that everyone else has, and a lot of people are also getting the outside depots. So like Marcus has like over 5 depots now, and I'm still stuck on 2 depots. And my attack against the AI failed as well. So yeah, this is not looking good at all for me. Yeah, okay, so Pomot and Marcus, they're busy communicating with beacons and trying to say, yo, leave this depot for me, I'll leave that depot for you. And yeah, now Korean is getting in on the action because he said he wants those 2 depots. So they are all working together at the moment. I'm pretty sure I may have messaged Omar, aka the Lost Pharaoh, at this point to say, yo, let's team, because otherwise it's going to be, it's going to be kind of unfair with 3 of them stacked against us. Omar is actually grabbing well, he's at least grabbing the area in front of his base. So he's going to have a little more in terms of income and eco. Because he's going to have 6 depots for now at least. Oh wait, no, okay, he's going to go straight for trying to grab some depots at mid. That is a pretty good play. For me, I finally built a barracks and I've gotten rid of the inf that was there, so I'm probably going to take this 3rd depot now pretty soon. Okay, I've teched Rensen and I'm going to have some Rensen coming out soon, so I'm going to use those to probably bomb the field defenses and maybe some of the infrastructure, though I do want to capture it as well, so can't bomb too much. Marcus is having a little peep over at Korean space over here, so Korean obviously is not happy about that. He's like, nope, get your recon back. Omar, he's built an anti-tank base, he's built a barracks, and I don't really see the units anywhere. Okay, they're up front. I think he spent a little bit too much on units early on. Like, he should have gone straight up here, secondary HQ, grab those depots, maybe grab some of the mid depots if he wanted, and then started building up his production buildings over here in terms of armor bases, anti-tank bases, barracks, etc. Okay, my Renzen are coming in now. We're gonna bomb the AA positions by the French. Please don't tell me. Yeah, both of them bombed one position. Okay, I know for a fact I was definitely pissed off about that. And the French is getting some guppies out, so the French does have some air now. I'm still trying to. I don't know what that 0 went in on. I actually do not know what he tried to snipe over there, but that's fine. Korean and Marcus are both doing really well in terms of eco. Marcus has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 depots. Korean has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I believe. 7 depots, but he got 8 and 9 that he could pretty easily capture. Omar, after kind of a bit of a weird start, he does have 1 admin out already, but he has, more importantly, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 depots, and I think he's going to try grab this, so make this 8 and 9 and maybe 10 if he does grab that depot as well. I'm just dealing with AI still. I mean, I thought, yeah, being surrounded by AI would make it easier for me, I could rush them and kill them. But yeah, rush did not work out, so yeah, that was kind of a fail. I do have 3 bombers over there, 3 Rensons over there now, but I need to get my zeros up, which I am doing. The zeros are going to provide cover against those copies, take them out, and my Renson are going to hopefully go and bomb everything I need them to do. And yeah, okay, he gets his bomb load off. He's going to destroy the bunker. He's going to destroy the bunker, the truck, and the supply depot. I'm bombing the armor base. I'm bombing the airfield. Yeah, so at this point, I'm not really bothering with conserving the infrastructure to capture, because it's just not going to happen. So I'm just going to destroy everything just to get the HQ, and then I can always build up my own stuff on there when I want. Omar at the moment, yeah, okay, Omar, admittedly it was kind of a weird start, but now he's got 4 depots in mid, so that is pretty well done actually. Now what he needed to do was, he's playing Russia, so he needed a barracks down here, Gavardia tech, have some Gavardia in here, maybe have another armor base over here or something, have some T-34s teched, or start teching some IS-2s or something, just so that he can have some support in case they try to push on his depots, he'll be able to defend it. Though I wouldn't really bother with the tanks, I'll just get some Gavardia ready. And then he could either just have them defending, or he could push this woods, destroy all this recon and grab these bases over here. Though he may not want to do that, because also that would have both Marcus and Korean turning on him and attacking him. So yeah, maybe not attacking would be good, but he should at least have some infantry out to defend. And okay, Marcus has the first super Pershing of the game out. I believe that's the first heavy tank out, or the first tank by any of the human players. Yeah, that is, okay. Myself, I'm just, well, bombing the French, so French are just gonna be taking Ransom bombs over and over. Yeah, I'm taking out the Maginot. And now I think I'm probably gonna have another air transport going over soon enough. I do have 3 depots finally, so I'm running my entire war economy on 3 depots. While everyone else is running on like 10, 12 depots, I'm running on 3 depots. And everyone was like, nope. At this point, they all thought that I was like, well, I mean, when they looked over, then they realized I actually had no money, but they all thought that I was like pretty rich because I wasn't doing anything and I was just building up eco. But they didn't realize I only had 3 depots and at this point 1 admin, while each of them had like 10, 12 depots or so. Marcus, yeah, okay, so he's just posturing over here with these super Pershings. He's just putting them there to say, hey, this is no man's land. You stay on your side, I'll stay on my side. Omar, he's starting to spam AA out into all the woods, just to cover his side from any air attacks, especially because he can see the AI massing up guppies everywhere. From the human players, I think I'm the only one with an airfield. Okay, Korean has one, but he doesn't actually have any air out yet. Marcus has 2 without any air out, but he probably just has everything teched. So if he needs to, he can spam out at a moment's notice. Korean and Marcus having a slight disagreement over borders, talking about who owns that woods or whose woods that is. And I'm still trying to deal with this AI, so I'm going to speed this up a bit, as this is a very, very, very long match, so I am going to speed it up. Not much happening here, it's just me trying to build up enough to actually get rid of the AI, and everyone else is just still grabbing resources and like squabbling over borders, etc. Okay, sniped another truck. Points wise, I'm actually coming on first, just because I'm fighting this AI, and no one else has actually done any fighting. So it may look like I'm ahead, but I'm definitely not ahead. Another truck snipe, nice. Also guys, I do apologize for my throat, especially if you hear me like coughing or sniffing or anything like that. But yeah. Oh no, wait. Marcus is sending Paris over. He's trying to steal my AI base. Like, I worked very hard to kill this AI and stuff, and now Marcus is sending Paris over to try to snipe it from me. I did build an armor base in barracks finally, and I got some Chi-Nu's tech, or I got 1 Chi-Nu out, using it just to clear the S-35 and some of the infantry. And I don't think I even realized he had airborne here. I don't think I noticed the airborne going across this entire time, like, holy crap. Or maybe I did, I'm not sure. Okay, I did. I definitely did. Yep. Thank God. Otherwise that would be terrible. And yeah, I get a pillbox down. Because I know he's airborne, he's going to kill my Kanoa, but my pillbox will trash that airborne, so it's fine. Oh! The French... Okay, the French out on the other side sends 2 B1 BISs through. Luckily didn't really kill anything except my depot, which kind of sucks. And then they try to capture the depot, so I just sniped it. I could have let them actually capture and build the infantry to cap that. It would have been cheaper for me, but it's fine. The Turtle Heart on the side is basically dead. I've got all their buildings. All they've got left is a few units. But now that I've finally got this island, now I have space to expand. Though honestly, it's like, it wasn't really worth it for me because it took me so long to be able to actually cap this island that I'm at a massive economic disadvantage. Like, look at Omar, he's got an entire armada of AA in the woods. He's got Katyushas, he's got everything here, like holy crap. Oh yeah, and he's using his Katyushas to try snipe some admins and some buildings of the French AI. Korean, okay, he's just building up an army of B-17s. So, yeah. And he's got a whole bunch of Jacksons and Persian. Oh! So, Korean doesn't have Super Pershings. And so, obviously, he doesn't have the Super Pershings unlocked, though we'd probably give him profile data to get that. But so, against Marcus, Marcus has what am I looking for? The advantage in every fight because, yeah, Pershings are just nowhere as good as Super Pershings. Though I guess that's why he's using a lot of Jacksons as well to try shore his lines up there. Myself, Marcus, yeah. Marcus sent over some M19s and stuff to try and, I don't know, mess with me or whatever. So, oh, he did. He destroyed my... Okay, wow. I was not paying attention, guys, because he destroyed my HQ and he capped my base over there. But it's fine, I sent some tanks over now to deal with that. I'm going to recap this, get a secondary over there, and reaffirm my hold on this island. This AI though is doing pretty well, even though Oma is pounding it with his Katyushas. And Pomart has gone with mouses. Okay, so he's got an army of mouses. By army I mean 3 mouses, though he does have a bunch of jet fighters, so he's got some MA-262s, the Messerschmitt 262, and he has some Blitz bombers, the AR-234 Blitz. And this AA, yeah, I think I'm going to kill it soon. Over on this side, Korean has some ranges and stuff there, but I got some Dokuritsu Kohei. Am I pronouncing that right? Let's see. Dokuritsu Kohei, whatever. Anyway, I've got some flamethrowers in the woods along with some snipers, so if he crosses this, my snipers will start picking him off, and if he pushes into the actual woods, my combat engineers, aka my flamethrowers, will start spraying fire at him, so yeah. Over here I'm getting some AA out, some Tarsers to deal with the French guppies and stuff that were coming over. French does have a bunch of RT shooting at me, so now basically what I'm doing here is now I'm trying to just build up my economy, so I'm trying to spam a ton of admins, because I'm hoping that even though these guys had all the early eco, they grabbed the mid depots, they did all of that, they haven't like focused on admins, though obviously in Marcus's case that's definitely wrong. He got a ton. Pomart has a lot as well. Korean has a lot, so they all had a lot of admins and stuff, but basically I was just hoping I'd be able to get them to attack each other or break or something, just to give me a chance, because even though I've got 2 islands here, they all out-eco me. They all have much bigger economies, much bigger armies. Like Korean right now, if he turned this around, he could push me and wipe me out. Though he won't do that because he obviously doesn't trust Marcus 100%, but yeah. I've rebuilt my secondary over here, I've got some bases here, I'm getting some airfields up. Because this game, I think my air power is definitely something that I'm definitely investing into. This French AI is, yeah, I'm not doing much at this point. I have AT, I have infantry in this wood, so I'm holding them there. And these guys are all arguing over borders still, though they are all teamed, and I know for sure at this point me and Omar, aka the Last Pharaoh, have definitely made some sort of deal. Because I remember I was typing to him via Steam chat and we were like, yo bro, these guys, all 3 of them are teamed, we need to ally at least. Even though it's a 3v2, at least maybe we will have some type of chance against them. Otherwise we're just going to be screwed. So yeah. And we were able to actually convert Korean over to our team. Though I'm not sure if it was now, if it was later. But we did ask Korean to join us and say, yo, join us, Marcus is gonna try kill you, like look at him. He's got nothing against Pomart, and yet he's got so much against you. So obviously he's planning to invade you or something. And so they were both shouting at one another to move their stacks away and stuff like that. And neither was doing that. So at some point we did get Korean to agree to join us. But, oh wait, what? Just wondering, all these Pershings he's making over here on the radio, well, it was on the radio silence. Is he gonna push that against me? I don't remember. This game was quite a while ago. Oh my, it's just got stacks of Katyushas though, holy crap. He's got like what, 13? He's got like maybe 27 something Katyushas. He's got a ton of, oh yeah, he's got a lot of Sturmovix. Sturmovix are really good fighter bombers. And over here in his main stack he's got some IS-3s and stuff. Up front he's got a layer of AA, so the Su-37s. He's getting some 76mm AT guns here. Not sure why he's putting them like this. He needs to get them in the woods, that's the only time they're actually worthwhile. Okay, and now I finally I finally like got in control mostly over this front area of my base. And yeah, so now Korean was like, what are you doing, you know? And so I was building up I was just putting a few tanks here and stuff as a defense. Okay, and okay, yeah, Korean and Marcus having a little fight here. Oma has a bunch of IS-2s, but Marcus just has so many chaffies. It's crazy, holy crap, let's slow this down. Those chaffies wiped out all those IS-2s, there's just so many of them. And now he's gonna push them against us. He needs to blitz banner them forward, take out these Su-100s, and then because right now the AA is just acting as a meat shield. But there's no way he's gonna get through mine, I don't think. Plus I'm adding a ton of AT to my woods. I'm just at the moment just fortifying my borders and defending. I stopped camoing my admins. Everyone knows I have full admins. I know they've got full islands of admins, but they're still wasting ruses on that. So there's no point. The only time I would camo is if I saw a bombing run coming in or someone trying to RT me. Yeah. Let's just zoom back over to the fight. So he has finally found his units. So these chappies are just getting annihilated because Omar has a ton of AT guns out. He's got a bunch of Su-100s and stuff. So yeah. Chaffee rush failed, but Marcus was just memeing more than anything else with the Chaffee rush because of how much money he had. I'm pretty sure he has the biggest economy. Like, yeah, he definitely has the biggest economy at the moment. Pomot can't compare. He's only got this one island of admins. Marcus is already building admins in his front base. Korean has one island of admins. The front is all production, so yeah, Marcus definitely has the biggest eco. Though I have the biggest possible eco, and by that I mean if I build eco over both these islands, even if I had the entire front for production, then I would have the biggest economy at that point. But for now, I do not. Over on the AI side, I just have a bunch of AA, some R.U.S.E, and some OIs, just to defend myself against this AI so they don't come and bother me. At mid, yeah. So, I'm not sure if at this point, Korean had... No, I think it was just a misunderstanding with Korean staying shooting some of Marcus's chaffies at that point over there. So I don't think at this point Korean is with us. I think at this point he's still part of their triple alliance. He does have some units over here. Because of that, I do have a few units of my own, though I've literally only got 3 R.U.S.E and like 4 weak ass tanks over here, the Chiris. I am sending some more R.U.S.E though, just to reinforce this line, as I'm worried about him pushing forward and attacking me. Because I don't have the economy to fight anyone at this moment. Like if I fight Korean and Marcus doesn't interfere by attacking Korean in the back or anything, Korean would crush me, so yeah. Omar, his main HQ is like protected heavily. He's got a ton of AA, ton of infantry, he's got AT guns and all of that. But the problem is, like, he does have a lot of Katyushas and stuff to RT things with. He doesn't have a very heavy hissing force. Like, his entire playstyle at this point is still very defensive. He's got a line of AT guns, like, they should be in the woods first of all. But to actually push road and damage someone, he has nothing. He's got Su-100s, which, you know, would be good against an armored enemy force, but that's still more defensive than anything. You need tanks to actually, you know, go and destroy bases or infantry or anything else. AT by itself, you can just drop some paras on them or just charge some infantry straight at them, or even use some unarmed anti-tank guns and you'll be able to take them up pretty easy. So let's speed this up again. This time to ×10, because at this point we're all just building up. So yeah, we're just gonna build up though. At this point, in terms of alliances in game, we've got the triple alliance here, red, green, and purple, and then we have the team in blue, me and Omar. So we definitely have a truce at this point. I know that for sure. Or at least I hope I know that for sure. I know we did have a truce though, and we never did attack each other, but I'm not sure if we already have the truce in place or not. But for now, yeah, he's just building up. He's building up a lot of artillery. See, I feel like that was a mistake. Like, I mean, the RT is fine as well and everything, but he needed to build up an army of IS-3s or IS-2s or something, you know? So if someone pushed, he would have a solid force to defend with. But yeah, we're just gonna ×10 this because right now everyone is just building. Nothing really tactical is happening. I'm not even touching this AI because I can't be bothered with it right now. Pomot is making... Oh, okay. And this is where the next fight starts. So Pomot, aka, you know, part of this alliance, but he and Marcus are like tight as buddies over here. It's like, you know, Italy and Germany or something, except it's Germany and America. So he's pushing forward and he's attacking Omar. And this is why, like, all these Katyushas look really cool, but they're not going to deal much damage at all. He sent in bombers, I don't know why. Yeah, he's just wasting all his paints though. Oh my god, okay. Omar sending in all his Stomobix now to try and dive bomb these tanks. Omar's defenses, like he's got some IS-3s and he had some 200s, but he just doesn't have enough to actually stop this massive push. Because, yeah, Pomart, aka the Finnish Viking, he is just pushing through with an army of Mouses, King Tigers, and Whirlwinds. Omar needs a Fanner, but I don't think he can, or he doesn't have a Ruse maybe. Like he's dealing a lot of damage for sure, but he just doesn't have enough to stop Pomart's massive stack of units. Tharshey is all shooting and looking cool and, you know, making a lot of impacts on the ground there, but it's not actually doing much damage. Finnish Viking, aka Pomart, he could have used his planes a bit better, and I mean the bombers aren't doing anything. If I was him, I would have just bombed the woods, bombed all the light stacks of units, the AT guns that were hidden away, or bomb bases if he could. Omar, he's doing okay. I mean, he shouldn't be sending his Stomafix one at a time. Most of the time, they're probably just gonna die before they even shoot off their rockets. But okay, so yeah, there's a lot going on here. So I have my defense line against Korean, and I'm also sending a force up to help Omar because Omar was like, nope, I'm gonna die, send help right now, and I saw he did, so I'm sending over a bunch of R.U.S.E to help. Though I needed him to move his AT guns away. And yeah, like Pomart is just cutting a wedge straight in. Like this is the German Blitzkrieg all over, man. They just Blitzkrieg straight in. They've cut through all the Russian defenses and they're annihilating everything. Though Omar does have some AT guns in the woods here that are doing a good job. He has some leftover IS-3s. He's also shooting me, which is lovely with his AT guns. So yeah. And okay, yep. Marcus is sending over a big stack. He's still got this major defensive stack, but he's sending over a big stack to help Finnish Viking. So Korean, as you can see, he's pretty much just staying neutral at this point. He's not attacking, but he's not helping either. And so I was gonna go over to try help him against Pomart, but then I couldn't do that. I had to stop and get everything here because Marcus is pushing through this massive super project stack over here. Yeah, and he's got a lot more than me, so he's melting through he melted through my initial line. So I had to send everything I had over here over, and I'm spamming out more R.U.S.E. But yeah, because he's so far away from his production, I'm able to spam out reinforcements. I'm able to stop him at this point, and now Omar is sending a couple of these tanks to flank whatever was left. So yeah, that's the first stack there defeated. So let's just pause this for a second here. So Korean, he's still standing here. He's not attacking anybody, though I think he's still saying that. I think he's still with them at this point. I'm not sure if he's broken or if I've made our non-aggression pact / alliance with him yet. Omar got pushed. Finnish Viking sent his stack of Mouses, King Tigers, Whirlwinds, cut a line straight through all of Omar's defenses. I tried to send help, but then Marcus came and intercepted with his stack of super purgings. I was able to defeat it. Omar was able to defeat Finnish Viking, but he's barely got any armor. He's got no real defenses left, so he needs to definitely build some of those. And Omar's got Morses now, and he's using the Morses to clear out Omar's bases. Like, Omar has no money right now. Just look at his money. He's got a couple admins, that's it. Because Finnish Viking, or Pomart, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing his name this whole time, but Pomart is annihilating all these bases with Morses as well as any light units. Let's just play again. I do have my stack of R.U.S.E and OIs. Okay, yeah, there was a bunch of Kellyopes shooting at me over here, but that was just because he wasn't watching. I didn't tell him and he moved it away. Okay, so he moved it away, so I'm pretty sure at this point he was walking with us then, yeah. Definitely, Korean was walking with us. He's busy unloading on Marcus with his Calliope stack. And he's moving some of his super purgings forward here, though he doesn't have automatic fire on buildings on, otherwise he would have destroyed those two front bases. Let's pause again. So, let's see. Okay, so Omar is slowly rebuilding up front over here. I think he's gonna go try deal with the AI. I have a few defenses, not much really. Like, I don't have much defense here. My main attack is over here. I think I'm gonna send this around. And Korean Burger is finally making his move on Marcus. So let's resume. And now Marcus is starting to go with the strafing runs with the American Thunderbolts. Yeah, the P-47 Thunderbolt. And Pomart is just building a new dead stack of mouses. So yeah. What are these? Okay, he's spamming a lot of Flak 88s. I don't find Flak 88s worth it really. They're more worth it only early game. Oh, okay, Korean is returning the favor and strafing with his Thunderbolts. Though Thunderbolts you need a lot more than you do for Stormovics or Typhoons because they're a lot weaker. Let's see. Marcus got his entire base protected with AA. He's got his sides stacked with AT. Yeah, Korean. Okay, Korean is just building more units to center his front lines. He is fighting over here. And at this point, there's so many units on the battlefield, we can't even see the trace of fire anymore. We can't see the shots. We can only see the tanks and stuff being injured. So yeah, Marcus is pushing forward a bit here. But Korean definitely has more than enough to stop him, so. But Marcus, what Marcus has is a war economy. He can just pop out super Pershings left, right, and like look at this. He's just popping out super Pershings like they're nothing. He's strafing as well with these planes. Thing is, he doesn't have enough planes to do that much damage or to noticeably like reduce the stack. Okay, so I'm building up oh, this was my master plan. So okay, we need to pause this, guys. There's so much going on. So basically, my defensive force, yeah, I'm using this. I'm gonna push through, destroy this the French AI because the AI is just causing issues, being an annoyance. So we're just gonna go I'm gonna go get rid of him. I have some very light defense set up here, not much, but you know, I'm hoping that if he does, I'm hoping that first, one, he won't attack, which he doesn't, and two, if he does, I can spam out enough units to protect myself. And I'm trying to like act a bit like I'm weak. I don't have much left, you know. And so therefore Korean is like our only hope against that because I only have this one stack over here. So in the meantime, my secret weapon, my big idea was to make an absolute doom stack of Hartos, which I've already started doing over here. I'm sending forward this entire defense force I had, so all the Horis, any Tharshey that I had, plus all the OIs I have, and I'm pushing them forward to help Korean either fight Marcus or to go and fight Pomart. So let's resume play here. Omar is just pretty much dead. He got wiped out here and he hasn't been able to recover since. But yeah, there's so many units on the battlefield of the game. It's just not rendering in any of the the traces or the gunshots and stuff anymore. Like you can't see the bullets and stuff being fired from these tanks at one another. You can't see the rockets that the planes are shooting. It's just like I don't know. It's either just a glitch where the game just can't handle it and it's just like nope, or it's just too much for the game to handle and it stops either way. But yeah, so Pomart has this massive stack of Flak 88s, which is an issue, but I've got a massive stack of zeros. So I'm going to send my zeros in either on his planes or on the Flak 88s. Okay, I'm going to send my zeros in on his planes. And I'm going to probably use my OIs to shoot the Flak 88s with my rockets. So yeah, my zeros are busy fighting now. So I'm fighting above a lot of his AA. Yeah, there we go. His Flak 88s are getting annihilated now. Because I'm using my OIs over here to just shoot rockets over and destroy them. Which is why I said that they're not really worth it. Like, you spend a lot of money, you could have spent better on King Tigers or something. Marcus, yeah, he's still strafing back and forth with Korean Burger. There's just so much going on here, like, holy crap. I may have to actually use fast forward because this is a very, very long game. So, yeah, okay, I'm still... yeah, let's just speed up to times 4 speed at least. So, Pomart is trying to push forward a little bit with his mouses, but I have way too many Hori and stuff here for him. Korean is fighting over here and he's asking me for help, so I'm trying to run my army forward. So what I did is I split it. I ordered like half of my Horis forward over here to deal with the Polmot, and I ordered the rest of my units to go and try and help with Marcus. So I believe, yeah, I'm sending them, okay, instead of going around here, because if I go around here, I'll end up just shooting Korean in the side, which is not what we want, so I'm going to send them over here instead. I believe, oh, I think I don't have any OIs left, which is an issue, because now those few Flak 88s, I can't do anything to them, because my Horis can't shoot at them. So, yeah. My Hard-Toe stack is growing, so that's a positive. I just have a Doom stack of Hard-Toes, or I'm trying to have one anyway. Okay, I've got my R.U.S.E over here going over. So I think I messed up here. I think I ordered them forward. I didn't order them to attack a certain targets. Instead, they're trying to move forward, and because they can't move while shooting, they're just getting slaughtered. That was just because of all these mouses he has there, as well as the ones over there. I'm sending my Horis over here to try help by attacking them in the back. And the problem, yeah, Korean is just sitting back though. He's not pushing forward at this moment, so my few Horis that are actually still alive are not going to do much, unfortunately. Yeah, okay. And now my Horis is actually sitting and they're shooting back, so I'm killing a lot of his King Tigers and his mouses. My Horis over here, I'm still trying for them to do something, and they're actually causing a little bit of damage. You know, they've killed a couple units, couple Super Pershings. And now Korean, okay, we need to slow this down. Korean is pushing forward with its entire staff. Like, oh my god, just look at this. There's an absolute stack of Persians pushing Korea. And you can just see the front lines of Marcus's army getting wiped away, and him spamming out new Super Pershings. So yeah, okay, Korean lost a lot now, so he's having to pull back. And I finally got rid of the turtle on my flank, so that's good. Yeah, okay, so Korean lost a lot. He lost his entire attack pretty much, but so he's building up new lines over here now. Or yeah, he's starting to build up new lines over there. Polmot wiped out my attack over here. Marcus dealt with the attack over there. So yeah, now I've built a new stack of OIs and Horis over here, just so that they can't push through and I do have something to defend myself with while I continue to build up my death stack of Hard-Toes. Like, this death stack of Hard-Toes, when you see it in action, is just crazy. So I have cleared this island over here, so Omar can finally build some stuff over there, and I can also maybe build over here if I need the space. Or let's just zoom out though. Look at this map, like holy crap. It's just, I have my dead stacks over there. Korean has stacks of units everywhere. Marcus is kind of edged in a bit, but the thing is he's fine because he only needs to focus on Korean. So I think Korean also hit a bunch of his buildings here, so it knocked out some of his economy. Polmot, his economy has been pretty safe, I think. And so at this point, it's basically me and Korean and Omar against Polmot and Marcus. However, Omar is still trying to, I don't know what he's doing, okay? He hasn't really recovered his economy, even though Polmot hasn't been fighting him for like the last 20 minutes or whatever, because I've been fighting him instead. So he's still got no economy really. He's just spamming out artillery and stuff instead, so I don't really know what he's doing. And because he doesn't really have any offensive force or even much of a defensive force, it's basically just me and Korean against Polmot and Marcus. So yeah, Korean is building up some more Pershings. I believe he's got his bombers. So he may have artied this or he may have bombed it. I'm not sure which one he did. And now he's spamming out more Calliopes. Okay, spamming a lot more Calliopes. He's getting some more AT guns. Marcus could honestly have pushed through. Like, Marcus has enough tanks, I think, to have pushed through at this point. I don't think Korean had enough to stop him. I'm the main target here now. Yeah, Polmot sent some infantry in from the woods and managed to kill a couple of my Horis, which is annoying. Yeah, Omar's just being ignored by Polmot at this point because Polmot knows that Omar has nothing. So yeah, the last Pharaoh can't actually do anything. He's got no units ready at this point, and for some reason he hasn't rebuilt his economy. I'm not sure why, even though he should have, but he hasn't. So yeah, so it's up to me basically. So I'm just facing off against Polmot, while Korean is trying to build up or recover or hold against Marcus. So let's just speed this up a bit. There we go. Slow down. Yeah, Pomot is landing in his step, but he's got a very small firing line, and I have all my guys just set up here in a much bigger line, so I'm slaughtering everything he's sending in. And I think at this point he's like, nope, he can't deal, he doesn't really have anything. That or he's going to start spamming out a new stack, I'm not really sure. But let's just speed up. Oh yeah, nope, my hot toes are going. I wish you guys could see them firing, but you can't, because you know you can't see the tracer fire, but they're half of what's annihilating everything here. Like, my hot toes are just going to slaughter absolutely everything. Pomot's sending a bunch of infantry, some grenadiers here. But he's not going to get anywhere already. I have too many OIs in the stack protecting. So he is damaging a couple of my R.U.S.E and making them fall back a bit, which is annoying. I've built up a new line over here. I'm not sure if this was defensive or if this was meant... I think this was meant so I could push through and help Korean if needed. Let's just speed up again. Yeah, okay, so... Marcus actually doesn't have that much, like, oh yeah, he lost a lot of his eco, but that's fine, he's been trying to rebuild it. So both him and Korean are knocking away at each other's infrastructure, while also trying to build up in the front. Are they? No engagement, okay. At this point, I'm the big powerhouse. I think I could probably take on everybody because of just how many hot toes I have here. I can annihilate entire tank stacks in seconds. Yeah, Pomot's attacking Omar again, or the last Pharaoh, and he's once again got nothing to actually defend himself with. So yeah, yes, I'm having to send my forces forward again, and he realizes, so he pulls back that attacking force that he had there. He's got jet fighters covering against Omar's bombers. I'm not sure why Omar is sending bombers in. He doesn't have enough to actually bomb those tanks into submission. At this point, he's still better off using fighter bombers, like Stormovix. The only time you use like 200 bombers to bomb a stack of tanks is when you have 200 bombers, you know? When you have that many bombers, it's better just to use bombers than use fighter bombers. So yeah, now I've got my big death stack over here, pushing up against Pomot. Still got my hot toe army just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I believe it's like, what, 200? Like, holy crap, this is... I got like maybe 300 hot toes at this point. So at this point, I'm feeling pretty secure. Even if everyone teamed on me, I'm pretty sure I could crack them all. So, yeah, that's a good feeling. Anyway, let's times 10 this. There's nothing really going on here. I'm still just holding. And yeah, Korean and Marcus are still building their own lines. Okay, yeah, Pomot is just sending bombers over to bomb some of the Katyushas and stuff. Yeah, planes. Yeah, Marcus, okay, coming around with these planes to dive bomb. Or strafe, I guess, with rockets, whatever. Yeah, I think we're just gonna times 10 the rest of this battle, to be honest. Ooh, okay, he's moving his Calliopes back so he doesn't lose them. And I think he has so many Calliopes, or he had, so just look at this graveyard, like. Oh, okay, I was trying to strafe the Calliopes. But look at this graveyard of tanks. There's just dead Super Pershings, dead Pershings everywhere. There's just so many dead tank carcasses. And if you look over here, there's just a ton of dead King Tigers, Super Pershings, Mouses, R.U.S.E, OIs. Okay, so I'm still building up the stack and making it even bigger, and I've added like maybe 200 mobile AA, the tosses, to actually help, so that they don't push in and just get dive bombed to death. But yeah, so Pomot is trying to build up his own defenses, but he's using a lot of Mouses. I would have gone King Tigers instead, but it's fine. But he just doesn't have the money to fight back. So yeah, we're gonna continue to times 10 this. At this point, it's just me waiting on me to push forward. I don't know what I'm waiting for. Oh my gosh, the lag. The frames. Yeah, when you zoom in, the frames are absolute crap right now, just because of how many units. Oh, okay, that's why I wasn't pushing forward. I was building up a brand new attack force over here of R.U.S.E, Tharshey, and OIs. Okay, I'm finally moving this force forward a bit. So I'm trying to move it and have as much of it firing at the same time. Because there's so many, if I just order them forward, they'll line up in a long line that does absolutely nothing for me. So yeah, I'm trying to make sure they ordered forward and their attack as well as possible. And I think Beaumont is moving all his forces forward in a last-ditch defense or attack. Oh wait, is he attacking? If he's attacking, that's really good because he's going to be pushing through here. Only a couple of his tanks will be able to fire at once, and he's going to be firing my entire line. You know, he's going to be hitting my entire line of OIs and HORIs. Yeah, he's pushing forward, so I'm going to be slaughtering him over here. I'm sending up some more HORIs and some more OIs to help reinforce. And we need to stay zoomed out a bit, guys, because the frames are just dying. Just because of how many units there are on the battlefield. Over here, by Korean side, yeah, he's still, he's trying to build up whatever defenses he can, but I think Marcus has enough to beat him. Though economy-wise, they're both, okay. Sending in an army of Willie's recon. Though they're all dying to these ranges in the towns, so okay. We're gonna, yeah. So this entire force of Mouses and King Tigers that Beaumont pushed forward have just died. And I've lost like barely anything, if anything, I don't know. Oh, okay, there we go. So this is my help now. I made like maybe 100 bombers or something. And I'm sending them all forward to bomb, yeah, to bomb these tanks over here. There we go. As you can see, I bombed a whole lot of tanks died over here. And that's what you can do if you have enough bombers. I lost all my bombers, though it probably was not worth it. But yeah, if you have like 100 bombers, you can just bomb their tanks into submission and kill them. I do have my big force here ready to push in though. And I've got another big force here. So I've got enough to definitely take on the whole map, I'm pretty sure. And I've got this force building up as well. It's not that big, but it's in case Omar decides to turn on me or something. And I've still got like my, I don't know, what is this? 75 plus 350. I have like 450 Hartos, so yeah, 450 Hartos are going to one-shot anything in a single volley. I think I'm going to finally move forward here. Because I was playing very defensive here. And okay, yeah, that's a big mistake on Beaumont's side. He's still sending out Flak 88s. These Flak 88s, like, I mean, okay, you have to know, like, Flak 88s, they have no armor. They have a good gun, yeah, they're gonna do well against armor targets, but when you're fighting an army of just hundreds of OIs, the OIs are just gonna launch volley after rocket volley at them and just destroy all those Flak 88s from way outside their own range. So the Flak 88s are gonna die and get no damage done or no kills. And okay, so Korean has completely abandoned his front line. I think I may have told him to do that or he just abandoned it because he couldn't hold it any longer. So he's falling back to his base. Marcus is still just building up. And Beaumont is trying to build up, I think, to make a push on Omar. Though there's no way he would actually be able to get one off because I'm right here and I'm ready to push in. And as you can see by the game time, this match has already gone on for 1 hour 40 minutes. Like, this was an absolutely epic brawl. Though the replay so far is only 50 minutes long, but that's fine. Oh, okay, so I see. Korean was moving all these tanks to the side here, so he was going to try and make a push through the side and knock out all Marcus's buildings. Because Marcus doesn't really have that much defense over there. Though he right now, yeah, he's starting to spam out Super Persians because he realizes what Korean is doing. He does have the anti-tank in the woods, but that's not enough to deal with everything Korean has, I don't think. Though this bridge is going to be a death trap to pass over. Like, he's going to lose a lot passing over if Marcus has enough stuff that can hit the units as they pass over that bridge. Am I moving in yet? Or am I still playing very defensive? Okay, now I'm moving in slowly. I'm not really moving in, and the reason why is because I just decided to sit here and let Pomod come to me, because Pomod kept attacking. So I was like, you know what, it's fine. If he wants to stand it, like, he's pushing through this narrow gap, he has maybe 6 or 8 tanks shooting at once from the front line, and I've just got like hundreds of gunshots coming in, so I'm absolutely annihilating him, racking up the kills, and I'm not losing much either. So I just decided to continue doing that, and there we go. Okay, so now I've moved the Armada, this absolute dead stack, this doom stack of units. So I've got an absolute ton of OIs, an absolute ton of OREs, and I got like over 500-600 autos. Like, I'm just gonna zoom in. Look at all these autos. They're all flickering because I have them radio silenced. But yeah, and then I've got another army pushing forward from here, ready to push forward and turn on attack Marcus with. The reason why I'm not attacking here with my units is because I'm just waiting for my autos to fire. I wanted to get them all in range so that they could all shoot. And you can see what's happening to these tanks. My autos are just killing it all. Like, they're not even, like, his tanks are just sitting there and they're getting shot to death by my artillery. Because I have because autos for one are very powerful. They're the projectiles they fire are extremely strong. And I've got like 500 of them, so you know. Yeah. Marcus can't do anything at this point. Like, he's just his entire stack is getting shot to death now at this point, and his teammate is not gonna be able to help because everything he's sent out I've killed, and I've lost like nothing. So I've still got an absolute doom stack. So yeah, I've just got too many. Oh my god, there we go. Look at that. My autos shot a volley, everything died. And at this point, Marcus is like, holy crap, nope. Another volley came in. War tank's dead. And that's why I built 500 autos. Though even 200 or something would have been enough. But I just wanted 500-600 because why not? Though I do have a bunch of AA that I'm built up as well in case he tries to send stuff over. And now I'm moving my tanks forward a bit. So he just doesn't have any tanks left. He's trying to send his planes in, but I've got way too much AA as well. And he's also got Korean still pushing over with whatever he has left, causing problems over there. He's successfully stopped Korean pretty easily, but he's got nothing to counter me. There's nothing that he can build that could stop my doom stack of a couple hundred OREs, OIs, and like my 600 autos. As for let's look at my base. How much of eco do I have? If I can zoom over. Yeah, I've got like 2 entire islands full of eco. My entire front section is just production. And I've got some defenses set up against Omar, because Omar's had this entire game since he got wiped out early on to rebuild, so yeah. Okay, I don't know why I'm not pushing forward at this point. At this point, I should honestly just take this doom stack, push into Korean's base and kill him. Take this doom stack, push into Marcus' base and kill him. Take this doom stack, push into Pomod's base and kill him. Oh, that's why I'm not pushing forward. I'm just memeing now. Look at this. I'm using all these bombers now to just wipe out his stack of tanks. Oh, and Pomod surrendered. Pomod surrendered, but our bombers still came and dropped their bombs and wiped out like most of that stack. Yep, Marcus surrendered as well. So Pomod and Marcus have both surrendered and given up because they know they just can't. Oh, Marcus was actually pushing through at the time. Now I think it's time for me to turn on Korean and Omar. So yeah. Yep, I'm turning on Omar over here. I'm pushing Omar over here. Because everyone else is dead now, so it's only my 2 allies left, so it's time to wipe them out. Though these Horis are not even shooting, they're just driving forward. That's one thing I don't like about units that can't fire while moving. But still, we have enough OIs and stuff to deal the damage over here. Nope, Omar surrendered. Yeah, Omar surrendered when he just saw my death stacks coming towards him. and Korean also surrendered. So that match was, how long was it? It was 1 hour 49 minutes and 10 seconds. I got 90. Okay, let's have a look at the overview. I had 135,000 money. Marcus was the closest with 100,000. Korean only had 62,000. Polmark did have 92k. Omar only had 30k. I don't know why he had that less. He should have rebuilt and been closer to Korean's stats, especially since he was left alone for over half the game. Kills, I have 83,000 kills and only 22,000 losses. Marcus, 60k kills, 80k losses. Korean, 48k kills, 51k losses. Paul Moss, 31k kills, 61k losses. And the last Pharaoh, Omar, 28k kills and 30k losses. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please do drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to turn on those post notifications. If you guys want to, play some battles or play some Ruse and you guys are looking for players, join my Discord server. There's a link in the video description as well as in the pinned comment, because we have a lot of active Ruse players and we do a lot of private matches. So private matches, I just mean we play like 4v4 strategists or 8-player FFA strategists, and we have everybody in the match in Discord talking to one another and playing, etc. So yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video.